the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Abusafo mene obo akwakopiemu ewo circuit court 9 na eho ena tese okoduro dia eye massive jubilation ana powder nko na tese NPP amanyoko no blue edi ekowiem ni nyina ene se Kwame Bafo Abronye court a grant no bail at long last na ene one of the lawyers a omugiremu edi ama eye Kwame Bafo Abronye mechere Daniel Mati ena tese ne one eye obi abedwafo edwetwe enkomo or my need to be precise and on no edwetwe enkomo no wachese no court a granted eye Kwame Bafo Abronye bail in the sum of 50,000 Ghana cedis with just one surety without justification. Eno enene lawyer Mati eka say no krenimni court ene client Kwame Bafo Abronye ediniye na ene Kwame Bafo Abronye before so be pimu court no na the current attorney general Dominic Ayini any NDC for lawyers na akasa so hini mu nyinara akoho aka kira mo say ne Kwame Bafo Abronye mo granting bail na yebisa say was it an order from above or what? And at the same time, Kwame Bafo Abronye emre na wo kwakopi mo court no. The former attorney general said the last week omo ye no a meche Godfrey de Boadame. Wonum nyinada enso so ekọ obi e de kwatu dwase no kra nimuni. Said omo ne Kwame Bafo Abronye di ne ye no. Yete nsemo abi said the honorable Alexander Afenyamake e kan say eyade bia e harassment. In fact, omo che say Kwame Bafo Abronye na the health condition e wa bra no police custody hon na enye favorable. Enu nti ne omde kwato judge na nim say by all means on granting of bail emano emrefi na in fact ebinum question bi say is it an order from above because yehunu their current attorney general say owo ho na wo ka kire omo say omo granting bail so it means say nka omo ameka ko granting bail and answer say yeti ensema lawyer Marty a wo gina mu ema Kwame Bafo Abronye editu edwa
edase se wajibre ene ye bebon komo ede na esi ya afredie o client enya ne fa hodie
and then no DSC and say the Saba court. I have a catcher court and I say and I know or say young court na young fire clients and no and country and I be kukum near Nsem-Pii on the 19th of September no and near my for SCC and no one maybe he has a Saba court in Tem and he had the tone and this is a client and a health deteriorated and no minya information to that and see ya catch my lord on my home quite na yansanka case no and on my home quite and see some movie bail application no I so I catch her because of clients and no health and then the best no na on my and then bisa yes and yeah for now the opportunity our part no otie na grantee bail no
what is the challenge with your client eba na pomudi onsema
currently as I speak he's on special diet and two blood pressure and the last time na back court no crown it was also another issue and a higher drain pa into the blood pressure and the special diet no when you not can come am I do to my order OT so free
it and then she say da ben and obesa aba a court bi
is expected to appear on the 7th of October 2025.
Na bail condition what memiti?
Yes, currently I get to my one surety 50,000 Ghana cedis, no justification. And you will have here executive everything and I client
Okasemu ha hefana more specifically.
Circuit court 9 maybe yeah case na wa me wo.
Okay, so bibi e dia dance say ubenya sa eye nyoma na court kan na wetima ababonten de.
Yes, I mean court ma bail with one surety with no justification there and no the court no be me. And no there shouldn't be a problem.
But he's in a good condition, stable a bit.
Oh, and America no from the last time I'm training can na enye but I'm hoping say within any be trying to no na the condition here we bonfire say me who no na the condition here but the last time I maintain in Kano na the condition here nyakura.
Lawyer Daniel Mate Ado Mamenasi ewie se watimini yen edin kita ho we na ewoko hiase beba ho biema yebejibre na yasaba. Thank you so much. So of course we are back on this matter. And Mejidi say as we were counting down, especially with some of our judges, Nsem-Pii ordered to job before the laws and all those things. And we've gotten to this point. It's interesting that when we get to those places, the question becomes that okay for us to be there, and I say in terms of that brief moment, what's going on?
To be honest, that minya very day judge no ruling no ekakra no. Em say even who can kakra dem kakra bi kro attributions bi o ye bi aba ko bi de ko share ye Mugabe say na enim esa. Yeah. And say nye Mugabe na ka esa but me fan say ne fa so. Me person blame me judge me brain. What I want to believe in is say oye ni also oye. And I want to believe say oye with clear conscience. Yes, esnobia ne adwenchira wachiro even mate the junior brother of Alhassan Sweeney, the lawyer. Ya wati bi ama judge ne say how far so the ruling no e buy no entweye. And that enye ruling pace but the basis for the entire nina so ntia na office say at that time ontimi emma Abronye bill no entweye. I want to believe say osun be free mo, and I also want to rule out any perceptions that maybe he's trying to do something to catch the eyes of the president, because say so count one na a year like he say bit me promote to high court no or promotion. Yes, I don't want to believe say it be an also account maybe he's doing something to also catch the attention of the president, because certainly sometimes you do something so say any problem to me must have promotion the president. You ask yourself say okay, what else can also do to also catch the attention in America? When person say and no count to be a judge no ejina stance na okita no. But come to the substantive. Omem say bi na tena omemu akasa asem we kasantwi atenie ye a ekoso ewo ye media space. But it looks as if say when amanyofo no ebi opposition there and you may be okay for them. When they come to power there, they find fault. That is where to be a massive shimmy edema or mine. If the only time we ever find it okay with state institutions is when you were powered. If the only time we find it fault with state institutions when we are in opposition there, then we are not building a nation. We are building a political party. Yes, sir. Because on my name be a course on this be Casentrini attend be a course or your memono. Man, tell us NDC in Penfobi in a bonting a condemn it. But we are okay. Say we can't continue like this.
But that is the truth.
Oh my,
but that is the
man,
truth.
tell baby that say Abronye MPP what power. Now I do she be and someone and some fata.
But the credit say
the
credit say
but in opposition, MPP is condemning. Are we building a nation or we are building political party? It can never be true when it goes in our favor. What is Ghana's position? And come on, Ghana. And your NDC and your MPP, Ghana Gina Payne, NSA was South Comma, ye demo NSA.
You can't take away the politics, Bribiada. Ye de for it, sir, adia ye national in character. Into the reason why ye so maybe for lack of a better word, yakoso ada ye na ya junimuno. I say ye build the Ghana that we want. Name we are building individuals and party to be stronger even than the laws of the land.
Yeah.
Because ye nyam faso free sa mreyoni sintonum. The examples that I gave here.
Okay.
You see a quantia ghost names. Iti yani enfri edikurano from 1992.
Sure.
Eba bejina sa ewe aye kase. Eko a ye ko tia nipa wona gi sika free aban ho a ye hu adwuma omaye no madane saman
So what tiase so won tiase.
so biribi ada no.
Ye twa muka.
Ye twa muka. And sisaye so hwe graph no now hwe percentage na
Yeah.
you say almost every finance minister oji breba oman no one of the key challenges as present as this finance minister no crowd will go beyond just all that directives no but what instructing heads of various institutions there every month payment biano the HR in collaboration with their various departmental heads no obi a yebe tua kabiano you need to ensure say head count for that verification. But the sad aspect is that we are a compromised country and nation. Very compromised.
Yeah.
Very compromised because now the number of percentage of people thinking the Ghana factor, no, it will be difficult to
Sure.
say ever try even the average mark.
Yeah.
Simply because all that we know as a country is making money.
Things that favor us.
All that we know as a country is we are not principled.
Yeah.
All that we know as a country is yeah kasa oman for no ahoya enibre yempe dwumaden yepe partisanship ehuni mfaso afi ye nyoma esay ne bokuru but because of where we stand today it's difficult. Inti Ghana chichire na nkasa no unless we get that orientation, unless we get that mindset na actually say yebe chichire man yen chichire party yen chichire ankwankwa no the progress continues to be a challenge. The difficulty is that yenti asese MPP ebetwem NDC ebetwem a clear case here agosi is our fight against illegal mining. It's a funny country. It's a funny country. It's taking us for God knows the number of years.
Why do you think Ghana can overcome galamsey when a fin yentimi crane to fiancé? Ya na tore be amedwu amenti ase. I dey yetimi tenase ne catch them say betimi overcome galamsey when a fin crane to into ase.
So the point is that in as much as Accra Business Center ho if you sumo La Paz if you sumo and no crana are so close to us no? We are unable to take it off.
Yetimi dem deserve.
Then they walk quiet in
Ya prefer ya dem e dey kogu gata e wo ye fie nim.
In fact, the money who say,
and in fact, and for me, and no, second mumayo. If in a year, no, yen finish second mumayo. How much more obi or no, you want to na a year illegal, a year financial advantage to him. Una secure him from our house won't be naye. You soon a buy or mine. You so any a buying. There be no because I some way. I say. E kwa ye kodi tia galamsey no when na asole tia sakon.
Well, it's becoming
Lamia would be a yes galamsey ni person when it da say obekodi tia galamsey.
It's becoming extremely scary. And I no pay on Jason Sebiedin komo bi na Takwa market.
Yeah.
When we say you two former good na akopiema. If you be beba and you'll be amazed. And your man yeah and that's why I make us say and the many rastros didn't come on. I don't know how we can get over this because I will see so share the rastros come.
Yeah.
Now share on my money nano ya okay ka ya de kwetia a former good year itua into the one kwanswa.
Yeah.
Clearly it means that our effort is nothing to write home about.
Yeah, effort to be.
And the rest of the summa say, and that one now or told me I believe so that
okay.
The number of people are A2 former good year and Kwasu and ne Ghana.
Yeah.
A reasonable percentage of them, in fact, 99% of them.
Yeah.
A dom the National Democratic Congress NDC. And then the worrying aspect say tax force na DTC a Montensono. Utie narrative of the bar no pay. IGP tax force no was the only tax force net me a penetrate a CZ a stopper a former good year to one kwaso. This tax force now has been recalled. Now other ones there by the kwasi kono jina kwantia tax force in Jomaba. So I don't know how after all the projections are doctor for their money, a doctor for Chile, they are do Yensu Audo, Yenuane, Yoma be contaminated as a result of that illegality here practicing, and then Ghana water for Dimutinti mine. One about back at the country as a country, as a nation, Omankase as a party, Omankase as an individual, say as Omamuni Yinano, say Yankika Hone sorry Waka. The danger ahead of us in the next 4-5 years. 6, 7, 9. It's just a Ghana. Ye bekra ensure every a year amanone. And this Coco Bono. Nyana na shas you.
Yeah.
It is the this Coco Bono. Enye ene ana shas Bengali sa takwa market. The did media ma amana donko
to say
yes, Emma Mudi dra ewo honum no. Just let us have it. So what you win now she nananoma hokika wo hwe central for hokika wo hwe omamu for na hokika wo hwe aban mu pen for hokika then you are asking yourself say we are few minutes away to destroy all of us, but your approach to solving that illegality continues to be so this is Takwa market so what is and this is what Galamsey has done to the market.
Galamsey kwa senior second one sem and this is what Galamsey is exposing us to. A thing yeah one market where you gata yeah da hono no enye gata edidie no Galamsey no one edidie mu enya ya bopare ni atumura so that is it. So that is it. Oh man, to be honest, me say me tise obi ka say you declare state of emergency. I don't say
because that now is one of the options that we need to critically look at.
It cannot be an option. Declaration of a state of emergency cannot be an option to fight Galamsey. One.
Can you imagine?
Me see a krumha on my way. Ya bra small scale mining. Ya ni padodo na free say e mu dodo na Galamsey fo. Emfi hia mienu. Ya to soja fo, ya to police fo, egu kwa ebrentom, yensuo so, efa so be na ba so. Declaration of state of emergency, who am na kwa declare. Who am na bobo sahaba, ya soja fo na police fo kroye. O my na president mama e bisa say that should be our last resort. Yemi say so dia ni ma na be pem na yentimi anyeye. Na yentimi nya say president mama betimi akani nya endis ni makata say, "Wo ye Galamsey mecho." That's the only thing. Sa president ma enkoye sabio ketaso mu waso ko ka say NDC pani bi na ye na say so e pani party pani bi kana so nye ye na ka me sa shem w fadwo. That is the only thing you my yentimi nya ye.
But the president know very well say enya de obekoto to this. The president will not subscribe to any NDC near or practice an illegality when it comes to mining and all other facets of our life. Because we have a responsibility as citizens of this country and now party executives.
And now the president could for the time calling bluff of say we can't declare state of emergency to win Galamsey. Nankophobia dwen as sebia kwasinsia edom akufado etobo akufado chi. And me say me gina pain. It's not because president mama is in power. Medical be see state of emergency for my ya soldier for near police for kwa na beko. They are the same people who compromise omo. If you are soldier for near police for now compromise omo, you are winning the fight against Galamsey. You can't also blame them squarely.
But the point is, just like Erastus Sekano, or say, when the power was given to IGP and his team, their performance was above excellence. When they were recalled, after the agency,
when they measure as performance,
oh, but on a year Jumano, only on a year Jumano, Mia who do a muko until I make us a making camera. Just let me go through here so that I will say, Adi American or Sana. It's very worrying. Or say Galamsey update. Last week, I warned that illegal miners are going back to areas where the IGP's men cleared off Galamsey, which means that the IGP's men they've made inroads. As we speak, these forest reserves have been retaken. Achuma Imponua district, Ashanti region, Offin Shelter Belt, Anya Fetu section, armed illegal, and the point is, armed illegal miners have been there for more than 2 weeks with excavators led by one gentleman by name Ishmael. Offin Shelter Belt, Apemkro section, Tano Offin Forest Reserve, Chechire section, armed illegal miners led by one Emmanuel have taken over for days now. In fact, Erastus admitted, sir, the president even in his meet the president media.
Meet the president.
Or no, Ojitumu say it has come to his attention.
Okay.
Say mia ho do bebre won ma. Omakoye juma ni pasa tiesi achire.
Okay.
Ekoye say juma no. You know, and there's this coalition one also calling for a state of emergency because of what really is happening. Ejakwasi say oka say enya dia state of emergency, what declare state of emergency now. Coalition against Galamsey to government. So the coalition against illegal mining has renewed its demand for the government to declare a state of emergency in areas affected by Galamsey across the country. According to the group, illegal mining has become a grave threat to livelihoods, public health, and national security, requiring urgent intervention. Addressing a press conference in Accra, that's today, September 15, the convener of the coalition, Dr. Engineer Kenneth Achigbe, urged the government to act decisively, and I quote, "We are therefore making the following demands of the government in response to the president's statement on deploying a state of emergency as a last resort. 1. By Article 31(9)(a) and (b), the circumstances under which a state of emergency may be declared include the current Galamsey situation, in which the actions being taken by the environmental criminals are calculated to deprive large communities of potable water, which is an essential life, an essential thing in life." Okay, so Kwesi, look at